The next question that's here is Christmas biblical? I am not sure what the question is. I mean, we're in the season, so I might as well talk about it. Is Christmas biblical, and was Jesus actually born in December? We could speak to both of them, although I don't have much biblical evidence for either. But is Christmas biblical? I guess the question is the celebration biblical? Is it the holiday that's biblical? Whatever, in fact, whatever it is, it's not biblical. Yeah, even if whether you're asking about the holiday itself or the practice or the celebration or the, I don't know, but either way, it's not biblical. However, what I want to say is that there's a balance to everything. And if we were to consider the counsels of Ellen G. White on this specific issue, and by the way, I do believe that she is a true prophet based on the authority of the Bible, right? So I only accept her because of the authority of the Bible. Just saying, right? So her counsel plays a major role here. Her counsel was to use the Christmas season as an opportunity to preach Christ, to lift him up, and to demonstrate Christ by giving to others, right? So in a sense, we could use that principle, that biblical principle, and it is something that we are supposed to be doing anyway as Christians, right? Lifting up Christ and doing good to others. However, in the season where individuals are more inclined to hear about Christ and more open to, receive that kind of that kind of theme, that kind of message, it would be a very opportune time to speak of him. So speaking about Christ, lifting him up, and demonstrating Christ, that is in doing good to others. Oh, there's another thing she mentions where since it is the season for giving, and individuals they are a bit more generous, a bit more spendy during that season. One of the things that she suggested was to create an environment where individuals are willing to give offerings, right? So I think there's a quote where she says, you can set up a tree in the church and use that tree to collect the offerings, right? Now, of course, you understand that in different contexts, this might seem a bit offensive, as if we are still celebrating something pagan, but that is not the case at all. It is using the attention of that everybody has at the time to be able to do something that the Bible supports. And that is why I'm quite okay with that counsel. And then you must also consider the culture of your church or your island, in terms of how beneficial that is, or how effective it would be, right? So for some individuals, some conferences or some missions, that a practice like that would definitely do more good, right? Because a lot of individuals visit churches during the Christmas season. They want to hear about Jesus. They want to hear people sing about him. So you find individuals, a little more open at that time. So having a Christmas tree would probably attract individuals to want to give to God's cause. No issue with that. However, there are some areas where that will do more harm than good, right? Where it will seem as if we are being more of a stumbling block. So it really depends, and using wisdom and discretion would definitely be helpful in applying that counsel. It might not apply to everyone, but it is definitely a counsel or a piece of advice that has been given by God through Ellen G. White. So no, Christmas is not biblical. The practice is not biblical. Unfortunately, it is a time for intemperance. It is a time for gluttony. It is a time for heavy commercialization. It is a time for revelry. Depending on where you're from, yeah, that may happen. It just becomes an opportunity to, drink and consume whatever you want. That's not healthy at all. So in that sense, there's not really any holiday celebration that's biblical, if you understand. Yeah. Maybe the question might be in terms of the dating of Christ's birth, right? And I'm gonna go to the next question that speaks to that. Was Jesus actually born in December? Well, the answer is no. Historically speaking, the celebration of Jesus in December traces back to pagan roots, and that's where the tension begins. It traces back to pagan roots. There are a lot of individuals, a lot of false gods, a lot of idols, a lot of gods from mythology that were celebrated as being born on December 25th. I don't have the information on me right now, but I have done some research on this, and there are some other gods that are born on December the 25th, and it is something that was just Christianized in a sense. So it was pagan in origin, but Christianized in order to merge paganism and Christianity. So these are some of the compromises that were made. So Christmas is really and truly at its core a celebration of paganism. All right, so that's the point there. So Jesus was not actually born in December. I saw a video once, and this I'm not even sharing this as a fact. I'm sharing this as just an idea. I don't think you have to take it seriously. Take it with a pinch of salt. Do your own research, and it's not important, by the way. This is not salvific at all, but I'm gonna share it anyway because I found it interesting. One individual, I could never remember his name. I know Jesse would definitely remember his name. He is he a Jew? I think he's a Jew. And he was basically explaining the whole context of Jesus being born at a time where shepherds had their flock out, right? And he was explaining that there's a specific season where shepherds would take their flock out. Again, that's a video I saw a couple years ago, right? So it's a bit blurry, but he was basically saying that there's a specific time in the life cycle of sheep that they'll be out a specific time, out to graze a specific time, out to mate a specific time. And he was saying that, long story short, I think he was saying it's more March, April time that Jesus was.
So check out his ministry. He's a really smart guy. I put in the description his channel address, so you can check that out. I just wanted to promote him. I thought he's a nice guy. I think there's only two potential seasons where that's even possible for when the sheep are being born. Let's see, where did I put that? Does that show up here? Guess not. Anyway, let's see. I know one of my friends thinks Jesus was born on September 25, but he's totally off base because he's a Calvinist. CJ. I think he's writing a book about it. Not sure. Another thing I wanted to promote was I like what. Let's see if I can find it. Let me do this. Let's see. I'm going to do my promotion corner here today. Find it. There we go. This guy's a Baptist. Ugh. But I have to admit, I think he's a Wesleyan Baptist, so he's Nick Quaint. Check out his channel. Yeah, there you go. Go to that. Subscribe to his channel too. Let's see, what was the other one? that's it. We do a stream later, open chat. So, is that better or worse? Who is that out there? I got one person out there. Who are you? Don't be shy now. Who is it? I bet it's Layman Seminary. Let's see. Yeah, it was Layman Seminary. Busted. Peace.